Hi, my name is Jessica Del Carpio. I'm in your advanced sessions recording class, and of course I'm in recording arts. I chose for my producer podcast to do Rick Rubin.
If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son.
Now, I know that Rick Rubin's very popular, and especially for a lot of males in our class. But honestly, I grew up with Max Martin. So the pop industry is what I know best. And I know Rick Rubin has done a lot of things. He's worked with a lot of artists, but my favorite producers are Max Martin and Dr. Luke, so I know a lot about them, not so much about other producers. I want to start off by saying that Rick Rubin has mostly worked with rock artists, but he has he's gone from everything. He's gone through every genre throughout, the 80s and 90s and today. The reason why I picked Rick Rubin was because I recently picked up the Adele album, 21.
But I won't go. I can't do it on my own. If this ain't love, then what is? I'm willing to take the risk.
And I absolutely love that album, and I wanted to know who produced it. So I looked it up, and it indeed was Rick Rubin. He was one of them. Another producer was Ryan Tedder, who was my second option. But I decided to go with Rick Rubin because I don't really know much about his history, except for a few artists that he's worked with. I know he's worked with Red Hot Chili Peppers. I know he's worked with Jay-Z. But I just wanted to go in a little further. In the 80s, he's worked with artists such as Beastie Boys and LL Cool J, which I think was really interesting because if you think about that and you think about Run DMC, you really just think about that era and you think about the genre of rap and hip-hop and all that good stuff. In the 90s, he went on to work with the Red Hot Chili Peppers a lot. But he's also worked with artists such as Johnny Cash. That really interests me because it's pretty much black and white. He's worked with Tom Petty. He's worked with Mick Jagger. Moving on through the 2000s, he worked on albums such as System of a Down, but he also worked on Shakira's Oral Fixation. Again, I mean, it's just that just looking up that for him really just made me just really interested in who he is, because I don't know, I mean, not a lot of producers flow throughout different genres. They kind of stay in one area. So that really interested me, and just the fact that he worked with Jay-Z, he's worked with Rage Against the Machine, which I absolutely love, and of course recently he worked with Adele, like I said, and Josh Groban. So that was pretty interesting to me. Now, here's a couple more things you didn't know about Rick Rubin. Rick Rubin has won 7 Grammy Awards, which I think is amazing. He is co-president of Columbia Records. Demonstrated in 2 of his songs that he produced, Christina Aguilera's A Voice Within and Justin Timberlake's All Over Again. Rick Rubin is known to have this stripped-down sound that has been made popular over the years. He was the co-founder of Def Jam. In 2007, Rick Rubin was listed as Time's 100 most influential people in the world, which is very exciting. So pretty much, in conclusion, Rick Rubin is probably one of the most amazing producers of all time. He's definitely has made his mark in this industry, and I believe he will continue to do so as the years go by. Thank you for listening.
I don't ever wanna